G'day, this is Chrissy, the artist from Extras Art. Thanks for joining me. And today's demonstration, I'm going to talk about the differences between hard and soft pastels and the blendability and the erasability. So here we go. Okay, what I've done here is I've divided the pastels here in little sections. Now these are the pastels that I have in my studio, and I'd just like to say that there's an array of pastels out there. So I mean, I could be here all day talking about all the individual properties and all the different brands that are out there, so I can only talk about what I've got here today. The pastel that I'll be testing out with these pastels are Mi Tientes TEX, TEX, and all the items that I'm talking about today, I'll list them in the description box below. So I thought, well, let's start from the hard pastels, and here we have this blue one. It's a Conte pastel, French. They're available in 12, 24 and 48, and also available in single stock. And they've got landscape sets, assorted sets, greys, sanguine, a very good pastel for people that are just sketching and for details. So here we go. So of course this is cubed here, so very good for detail. Right? And all of these pastels are considered soft pastels, but of course there are variations in between each one. Of course it blends like that, so that's fine. Just wipe my hand here. Our next one is Faber Castell Polychromos pastel. They used to have the 120 set was discontinued, but I'm told that 118 of the 120 are still available in single stock. So this is how it lays down. I would be considering this maybe semi-hard, and the good thing about this here is that it tells you, and of course you can't really see it all that well here, but it tells you the name of it, where it comes from, and the light fastness. And I like it in particular because of the cube here, so you can actually go into a little bit of detail. Again here, and it blends here. This is the surface. This particular surface is a very light sanded surface, and they are water soluble. And what I thought I'd try is blending them with a bit of water and see how that goes. So let's see how that goes. Our next one is Art Spectrum. This is an Aussie, oh sorry, I forgot to mention, this Faber Castell, German brand. Yeah. Anyway, next one, sorry. This is Art Spectrum. This is an Aussie company and considered to be medium soft. These pastels come in sets, and they have many sets, of which are darks. There are sets of darks, landscape, portrait. There are half sticks available, 60 and 120 in a set. But let's just have a look how this lays down. Beautiful pigment again. And I would be, I'd be using this for my main part. That would be one of them. So it all depends what project you're doing too, you know. So there you go. Next one. This is Holbein, a Japanese company. Also available in single stock. Oh, sorry, these ones all are available at single stock, like I'm not quite sure if I mentioned it. Single stock in sets of 12, 24, 36, 48. They have landscape sets, portrait sets, assorted. Their full range of colours are 144. And I like this because of the cube. They're not round, and maybe you can get into some detail, but let's just see how that lays down. Also lays down very well. Okay. All right. Well, let's see how it goes with the, of course, water soluble as well. So let's try this one. So, you know what? This is good for backgrounds. Okay. So what you can do is lay a whole heap of colour down, and just go with a brush, water, and just yeah, great for backgrounds, I would say. Okay, this might need a bit of work, and some do more than others. Maybe this one is not so good for that. Okay, well, there you go. It does, but it's not all as good as, for example, that one there. I'll just get a little paper towel and wipe my brush. Okay, my next one. But, you know, very good. I mean, I'm choosing, I'm doing this just to show you what you can and can't do with them, so with these pastels. But anyway, my next one, Unison, considered creamy soft. This is an English brand. It is one of the pastels which I go to, one of my go-to ones, rich in pigment. Lovely, lovely and soft. Beautiful. Okay, let's see how this goes with our blending. It's almost like paint, look at that. I can't explain why this does that. Now, I used Unison in one of my backgrounds in one of my paintings. What I might do is just put a little pop-up card and show you which painting that I used to do this particular technique, and it was with this one. Like paint. Lovely. Okay. I just wanted to mention too, with the Unison, they come in single stocks. Single. Half sticks assorted. They come in landscape, portrait, and assorted sets, 16, 30, 63, 120. So the good thing with all of these and all of these pastels are that you can purchase them single stock or in a set. Okay, my next one. I'll just rinse that. Okay, my next one, Schmincke. Schmincke is a German brand, a very reputable company. What I like about this pastel is that it gives you a lot of information on the wrapping. It tells you the light fastness with the stars. There's 5 stars here with the pigment information, and considered a very soft pastel. Schmincke. Of course, they do this is off the top of my head. They do watercolors, oils, gouache. Yeah, so anyway, let's try this one out. Beautiful. and also available in half sticks. This is the full stick. The complete set are 400 colours. Go nuts trying to find out which one you really wanted. Let's try the blendability on this one. Not bad. Like paint, isn't it? Look at that. So again, you could, for example, you could be doing using this for backgrounds and just apply a bit of water, wait for it to dry, and layer. Okay, our next one is Blue Earth. Blue Earth, they're a US company, considered very soft, beautiful, beautiful pastel. Look what it's just doing to my fingers. It's just coming off on my fingers. It is so soft that I think I could probably snap this in my fingers. And the pigment that it, when it lays down, is just gorgeous. Just beautiful. Look at that. The thing I like, and of course I would be using this for the main body in my paintings. And sorry, the beauty about this is they come in, Blue Earth come in, their full set or their full range are 336 colours. They have portrait sets, they have land and sea set, they've got warm colours, cool colours, and what I like is when they're packaged, they're packaged in a box, and say for example you purchase yellows, well they've got all the values, and it makes it so easy. And look at this, I'm using water. And again, it's like paint. So again, you could be using this in your backgrounds, for example. Just love that. Yep, beautiful. Okay, my next one. And Sennelier. This is a French company. And the Sennelier pastels come in full sticks and half sticks. And I thought I'd show you what the half stick looks like, just so you can see the difference. Sennelier, their colour range are 525. They have landscape, portrait, assorted. They've got seaside, urban, landscape sets. And you could also purchase them in single stock. Just beautiful. Look at that. Lovely rich pigment. Again, these ones here are all water soluble, so that's why I'm using water to blend. So let's see how that goes. Look at that, like paint. Let's try the full stick, just because I've got it out here. Yeah, there you go. And look, soft. Look at all the powder that comes out. Now, I'm only just talking about the differences between soft and hard pastels, so that's all I'm going to be talking about in this video. There will be other videos when I'll talk about the differences between the brands. But right now, I just wanted to focus on soft and hard pastels, like paint. Look at that. Just love that. Look at all the potential things that you could do with these pastels. Now, and of course they're a French brand, I think I mentioned that. My next one, which is considered ultra soft, are PanPastels. This is a US brand. And how this is applied, it's applied with a soft tool, and I've got a sponge here. Okay, so let's go, let's try this one. lovely and rich in colour. Again, this is something which I would be using for backgrounds, but not only backgrounds, depending on, because the tools that you're using, there are tools that allow you to have a little bit more detail. And that's how this pastel is applied. Now, before I go any further, PanPastel is not water soluble. So how I would blend this one if I wanted to in a background, I would use a mineral spirit. In this case, I'm using Zested, and thought I'd show you how this blends. And that also blends beautifully. Does not react well to water at all. In fact, it just doesn't blend with water. I'm not quite sure of the chemical property with PanPastel, but I have tested it out with water and it doesn't work. So that's with that's blending with water, and in this case, mineral spirit. But I also wanted to talk about how you could also erase. Now you have to wait until they are completely dry. So I thought I'd just show you. I'm using a gum eraser. This is Generals. And I just thought I'd show you how you could erase with this. So because this is all dried, I thought I'd come back and let's try how the Conte erases. Not bad. Almost to the white of the paper. Lovely. Here, the Faber Castell. That erases good. It's good to know this because it's, as I said, I've mentioned before in previous videos that pastels are very forgiving. So this is Art Spectrum. Way to go. The Holbein, let's see how that erases. Great. Let's try Unison, the English brand. Look at that. Now the next one, what have we got here? We've got the Schmincke. Let's see how that erases. Great. Okay, we've got Sennelier. That erases very well too. Again, lucky so far. And this is the Blue Earth. Wow, that erases lovely. And let's try the PanPastels now. Here's the dry part. Let's try, hopefully that's dry by now. Oh, it's not dry. Sorry about that. But I know that it does. I've tested it. There we go, it's starting to. Thought I'd grab the edge of it. Well, there you go. Yeah, you've just got to wait till, because it's a solvent, you've got to wait till it dries. But, well, there you go. Just thought I'd talk about just some pastels, and maybe you could give it a go yourself. Just wanted to say, well, look, you know, thank you for watching and checking this out, and maybe give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe, and until the next time.